So before I start this video, I have to say that I was wrong in my video about the new Japanese weapons and what they mean for the Enlisted. I thought the Enlisted had decided to give us the new Japanese weapons and thus spend more time on refining the game before the merge, and though the merge will come in half a year. That was where I was wrong. For you see, Enlisted has just given us the developer server for the new Enlisted merge update. This was quite unexpected for me, but not an unwelcome one. Of course, this will mean a whole set of things about when the merge is coming. But before we talk about that and the merge itself, we have to talk about the people who made this possible, which is Enlisted, since it is Enlisted that gave us the dev server, for which we can see what we can work on. And with Enlisted and myself, I have to thank everyone who has supported me and those who are continuing to support me. I cannot thank you guys enough, especially since as of right now I am about to get 3,000 subscribers. Therefore, thank you to everyone who has watched, subscribed, or liked my videos and joined the Discord. That said, let's get started with the video. The first thing that I would like to say is the fact graphics are amazing. The game itself seems way better in terms of the graphics. As a matter of fact, it looks like how Enlisted launched with everything shiny. Especially the weapons and the soldiers look amazing. In terms of the various factions, Enlisted has made everything to the tech tree system with different tiers. This should be familiar to anyone who has looked at the recent Enlisted news or watched my previous videos, but for those who don't, the multiple campaigns have been merged into factions, these being the United States, with the UK included, the Soviet Union, Germany, with Italy in their tech tree. That said, all weapons for those 4 factions will be in their specific tech tree. One big thing is that Enlisted replaced their currency with silver, and as of right now, it looks great. Of course, gold and various other stuff is still there. All in all, this is very cool and amazing. Another interesting thing that I realized when I was playing the game was that Enlisted's soundtrack is amazing, although I almost never use in-game music. When I launched the dev server, the music sounded insanely good. Of course, the soundtrack as of right now hasn't been changed, but still, it's amazing. Another thing that seems good is that you will only need a few squads, that being 3 squads of infantry and 1 plane or tank squad. Meaning if you are a new player, then the amount of squads that you have to grind is very little. Of course, their customization will be different, since they will be fighting on different fronts, and thus a lot of different uniforms depending on the map. My only issue is that I do suggest Enlisted to decrease the number of customization orders for every customization, because there is just a lot of customization to do. Moving on, another issue that I have is that the game does have minor bugs here and there with the customization and the tech tree, which I do think is minor, and as of right now, it isn't that important. Another minor thing that I have an issue with is the amount of squads under your selection. Now, with multiple campaigns merging into one, the amount of squads you have is insane. As a matter of fact, I had an extremely hard time finding the squad that I wanted to use due to the sheer amount of squads. Hence, I suggest Enlisted sets a filter for the various different squads, like a filter for every assaulter, rifleman, and so on. Overall, almost everything is amazing since a lot of stuff has been made better, the progression and the currency. However, despite it's a big update, there are not a lot of real changes to the game itself, which is completely understandable. That said, what do you think about the deck server? What do you think about the path Enlisted has taken? Comment on the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one.